Today we are doing lip filler, and I absolutely adore lip filler. I have lip filler, but a lot of people are afraid of lip filler because they see people that have had bad lip filler. So when you look around and you see people that just have like pretty luscious lips, they might actually have just good lip filler. So lip filler is typically made of hyaluronic acid, which is what we have in our skin to begin with, but we lose it as we get older. And it is just a really like natural product, and there's a lot of different types of fillers that are out there that you'd use in different places. So I wouldn't want to use lip filler in your cheeks, and I wouldn't want to put cheek filler in your lips. But if you go to a provider that understands all the differences about the different fillers, then you don't have to worry and you don't have to go in and say, I want this specific one. Just let your provider figure out which one is best for you based on what your goals are. So we chose a very excellent lip filler today, and I'm going to show you the procedure. So I've already put some numbing cream on our beautiful patient, and I am going to wipe it off. It's been on there. Does it feel pretty numb? Yeah, so weird, right? That feeling kind of lasts for about a half an hour after we're done. But the lip filler also has got numbing in it, so actually more for like an hour you'll probably feel funky. So I wouldn't go to somewhere where you're going to be eating in front of a lot of people because you might drool a little bit. It'll just feel weird. I'm going to have you tilt up. And so I'm going to start just right over here, okay? And once I get some in, since there's lidocaine in there, it'll feel better if I have to go back. Ready? 1, 2, 3. A little love right there. You okay? Mm-hmm. It's so strong. And here we go. And sometimes people do lip filler to help balance because a lot of times we're asymmetric, so we're going to put a little bit more on this side. Their patient's lip is a little bit smaller on this side. Here we go again, just like that. And lip filler can last you anywhere from 4 months to a year and a half. So it really just depends on how much, well, what type of lip filler you're using and how much you use those lips. If you're a straw person, it's gonna last less long. If you play the flute, it's gonna last less long. So this is a great way to remember, don't use a straw, because you don't want to go through that lip filler faster. How was that? Was that okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. I think we'll go back. Oh, it's already so cute. I love lip filler so very much. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit on this side. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll have to go back to the other side because that one was a little smaller to begin with. And here we go. And then you have an enzyme in your skin that naturally breaks down hyaluronic acid. And just because we're doing lip filler doesn't mean when it's all broken down that your lips are gonna look deflated. So you don't have to worry about all of a sudden them being, it being gone. It's a gradual thing as it breaks down in your skin. Lip filler though, the main problem with lip filler is just the same problem as Botox, which is it is extremely addictive. So it's addictive to me, it's addictive to you. Anyhow, so, okay, so we're gonna put a little bit in the bottom and then we'll go back to the top. Ready, 1, 2, 3, here we go. I like putting it in the vermilion border. There are lots of different techniques for this. And one more here. And depending on what your goals are, it will help us figure out where exactly we want it. So we just want to give this beautiful patient just a little bit more oomph in her lips, and that's why I'm just going everywhere. I'm going to go back to the other side. 1, 2, 3. But I am definitely not as stoic as you when I get my stuff done. I'm such a sissy. Like I had 2 people holding my hands last time, just telling my manager how beautiful she is, which is true. I also had little Pronox on board. 1, 2, 3. You definitely don't need to have Pronox, but if you're nervous about things, it takes that anxiety away. That's little nitrous. It's kind of hard to do lip filler with Pronox because you're sucking on the Pronox and then I'm trying to do lip filler, but it's possible. Look how cute, and just make sure, just filled out your cute lips. Okay, chin up a little bit. We're gonna do a little bit more on this side because this is the side that needs it. Sometimes people couple this with a little Botox to help give a little bit more lift. It would be, you know, a lot of times people talk about the lip flip. The lip flip could just be Botox to help bring the lips up. It could just be filler. It could be filler with Botox. It's really like not one main thing that the lip flip is. And then some people do have a little bit of a gummy smile, and that's why filler is great for patients like that, because it just gives you more meat. So that way when you smile, you don't lose it. You don't lose that cute lip of yours. Gosh, they're so darn cute. I think I'm still going to put a little bit more over on this side to bring that up. A little love right there. Now just to give a little bit more of a Cupid's bow. Okay, chin up a little tiny bit again. The other thing I like to do is kind of fan it in the middle for a cute little pout. I'll do that on the other side too. Also filler, so tomorrow your lips are gonna be pretty swollen. Just enjoy it. That's what I say. You can ice them if you want, but it looks so cute. Now, some people freak out when it's too swollen. So if you don't want people to know that you're doing lip filler, you probably wouldn't want to do it before a big event where you're going to see a bunch of people, because tomorrow you will have swelling. And I was explaining to my patient how after I did my lip filler and the next day I was swollen, I didn't want to show my husband. And so I was like walking around like this. He's like, just show me, just show me. And so I took my hand down and I was expecting him to be like, oh my gosh, you're so swollen. And instead he was like, ooh, hello. So, you know, everybody's got a different reaction. There are some lip fillers that are a little less, they cause less swelling than others. So again, if that's a major issue for you, talk to your injector, 1, 2, 3, about that. But you've got to assume that the next day you're going to be swollen, and the day after that you're going to be a little bit swollen too, and then the third day is when it's going to look about what it's going to be. Super cute. And I know I'm putting more on this side, but this side needed it. All right, we're going to go back up here, last little bit, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to do a little bit into here. You can also use a cannula for doing lip filler if your patient was really nervous about it, which means you would put a little lidocaine here, a little lidocaine here, and then you can go in just with a blunt tip cannula, which I do a lot of things with. But this patient is very strong. We just did numbing cream. That worked out great. And her lips look so darn cute. Also, in addition to having swelling tomorrow, your lips are going to feel, well, obviously numb for the next hour because there's lidocaine in there and then lidocaine on top, but they'll also feel dry for like the next week. So I always recommend getting some like anti-aging lip repair or something, but don't put it on and then go like that, because you're going to push down the filler. So don't use a straw, any small bottles, like bottles of water that have small bottle tops. Don't try to collapse your lips on them. Don't decide to start playing the flute or the clarinet. You know, you don't crush them. And then for the next few days, what happens is with lip filler, it kind of sits on top, so like water on a dry sponge, and then it integrates in. This lip filler is just, like I said, it's soft and likes to sit on top. So just give it those few days. If you feel a lump or a bump, don't freak out. Let it integrate in. And then next week you can come back, and if there's still a lump or a bump, I can smooth it. So lip filler or any filler can take up to 2 whole weeks to totally solidify. So we have that time where we can move it around and things like that. But I don't want you moving it around, because if like you had water on a dry sponge and you pushed on that water, it goes off the sponge. So don't push it, because I don't want you to mess it up. And push it in and push it away, and then you'll be like, where's my filler? I'll say, what did you do? And you go, oh, I did nothing. Oh, wait, maybe I smacked my lips together. Maybe I got a new lipstick. I think everybody should go get new lipstick after they get their lips done. But no mashing them together, etc. And then have a really hydrating lip repair for this next week or so, or for always. I mean, I think we should always try to take care of our lips like we do our skin, but you did great. Feel okay?
Very numb.
Oh, good. Much different than your previous experience with somebody else, not us. Good. She'll do it again. So you'll be back in about a week. If you have any concerns or questions, or you want to find out if lip filler is right for you, you can find us online at RejuvenationMD, medspa.com.